Okay, so one of the questions I was just given was, how fast does this voice search work? And we've had some of our members, Rob, where we've had them, they were disappointed because they were on with us for 3 or 4 days and said, I'm not being found on voice. It doesn't happen that fast. It takes a little bit of time for that algorithm to start happening. We submit our, when the information goes out there, the places like Bing Maps, Bing Places, I guess that's the same thing, isn't it?
It is.
So, but
it is.
Yeah, but Apple, Google Assistant, all those things, they all get their information and they pick it up when they feel that they want to. Well, we don't know what that schedule is. Nobody really does. So people will say, "Oh, I'm going to register your business, and we're going to put your information out on voice search so you found it isn't immediate." And if they tell you it's immediately going to happen, I'd like to see that results and see how they're doing it, because I don't agree with that process. And again, this is all opinion on a lot of these things, but we've been watching this now for years, and we know that it doesn't happen just overnight. Do you agree with that philosophy, Rob?
I do. It's one of those things to where, how fast is my local SEO going to get me results? How fast can I see things on the networks? Well, as long as you have everything registered, you already have a Google business profile in place, and we register the rest of the networks, there's always going to be time that lags behind. I mean, Apple takes its time to be able to register for Apple products. Facebook is pretty instant. Google, if you have it already there, it's going to be pretty instant, but it's one of those things to where you're not going to be picked up by all the networks. Technically, we probably go out to 50 plus networks over time. If you looked at us over a period of 2 years, we're being picked up on networks that I wasn't expecting us to be picked up on, because they naturally all talk to one another. They all naturally are picking up that information and putting it over. That's why having your information consistent across all the networks. We used to call that citations back in the day. Now it's basically just your local SEO. And everyone wants to talk about voice search. I'm going to say it again. I've done tons of videos on this, but just remember, there's no such thing as voice search registration, but there is local SEO. It is local SEO. It is how you're going to get your business out there. And if anybody can prove me wrong, raise your hand, tell me I'm wrong, leave it in the comments section, because I want to be proved wrong on this, because if there's a way to register just for voice search, I'd love to know how that works. And I've been doing this since 1995. I have absolutely no idea how that works. I've had agencies since 2008, but it's one of those things to where, how long is it going to take me to show up on the networks? Most of the networks are relatively fast, especially once you get that connection, but we're not a play that you can get results in that first week. You can get results in the first 10 days if you have the right things in place. If you are not, if you're suspended on Google, or you have any issues whatsoever, you don't have some of these profiles set up, it's going to take longer. It's not an instant piece. Local SEO is a long-term play. You're able to use keywords. You're able to build and optimize to be found by more local customers. So look at this as a long-term play. Most of our customers or most of our members are seeing results in that first 30 to 45 days, and then they get really consistent. Some of them see it in the first 3 days. We get all kinds of different reports of how the platform is working, how the algorithm is doing it, but we put the information out there. If you see the green dot on your dashboard, it means we have submitted the information that we have currently for you inside of the platform, and it is ready to be picked up by those different networks that are out there. Now, when you look at like a Yext, or you look at SignUp, or you look at Bright Local, some of them have connections and a lot of them have connections because they own those platforms, and they're able to feed that information. It's also why they're able to take that information down when you leave. We do everything organically. We build everything up to where it is an organic way for how we are going to communicate with you or for your business and be able to get your information out there. So it's a long-term play. What else would you add to that?
Just a second here, I'm all choked up with the subject right now.
I'm sorry I choked you out.
No, Lordy.
I know it's a hot topic.
Yeah, but no. I'm speechless right now because I can't talk. So I'm going to let you keep talking. So I'm just going to be quiet, and I'm just watching for reactions from people. And a lot of people are nodding their heads. They're saying, yes, I agree with what you're saying. One of the things that happened, let's talk about the voice search thing real quick. Somebody signed up with a voice search, and they were with a marketing group, And the voice search people created a second profile. Bad thing. Now they've got two profiles out there, and we've seen it happen more than once.